Bananas and pajamas, they're chasing teddy bears. Hello, beautiful human. Princess India here for the 99 and the 2000. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that back because, you know, it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But anyway, Virgo, welcome to your September soul session. I am Princess India if you are new, and we are not about to take all them cards. In Jesus' name, we're going to take 3 of them, though, because those fell face up. We're starting with an overall energy for the Starseed Oracle. For those of you guys who don't know, a lot of you, welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys oh so much. But for those of you who aren't familiar with my soul sessions, it is the overall energy that I do for the month for each sign, and the basis of it is spirituality and personal development. So the 3 cards that we have starting out for Virgos, we have, and here's another thing, I don't know if you know this, like my lens, the autofocus on my camera sucks bananas. So the cards are going to be blurry, so, you know, I may sometimes do this, but I'm probably not going to show them to you. But anywho, we have Forge, Don't Follow, Pave a New Path, Be the Leader You Wish You Had. We have Empathic Starseed, Energetic Sovereignty, Absorbing What's Not Yours. And we have Big Picture Thinking, Pleiadian Energy, Visionary Inspired Ideas. This is very, very big, Virgo. I don't know if you know, but I'm going to tell you in case you don't, my friend. So what it's looking like, Virgo, it would seem in the month of September that you guys are being asked to step out from under any restraints or influences that you guys have from other people. To me, it's blatantly saying, I don't know if you all are familiar with Pleiadians, but of course, with this being the Starseed Oracle and all, it's speaking to a group of Starseed people from another planet that came here to raise the overall consciousness and vibration of humanity. If you want to know more in depth about that, I was gonna say Google it, but I mean, I don't really know what Google is working with. I mean, you can always get this deck, you know what I mean? The link is in the description box below. Just saying, throwing that out there. But it's a group of people who are light workers that are here to raise the overall consciousness and evolution. Now, that's a very generalized thing because there's a bunch of different groups of star seeds. And I'm not really too privy to them. I'm just learning about them. But in so many words, what I'm saying is here, this is more or less saying that you guys have a higher call on your life, if you will. And more or less, you guys are being given charge this month to step out from under anything that has been holding you guys back or anything that has been a hindrance to that particular path. And the thing I want to say specifically about this, looking at the Empathic Starseed card, if people have ever said that you're like too sensitive or you overreact to things, if you will, I feel that you're not overreacting at all. It's just more or less you feel deeply. And I feel more or less this Virgo, well, I'm not going to say it's just one of y'all, but the Virgo person I'd be talking about, I would assume that your moon sign is probably a water sign. Somewhere in the realm of Pisces or Cancer, you know what I mean. But anywho, it's more or less asking you guys to be what it is that you didn't have. Those of you who may be looking for a mentor or someone to look up to, or those of you who may be in business or working on a passion project and you're kind of looking for a template or a format to follow, but get kind of frustrated with that. It has a lot to do with the fact that you guys are intended to trailblaze. So I don't really feel you may find a myriad of different people in a myriad of different industries that do something that's reflective of what it is that you're desiring to do. But I feel you guys aren't going to find just one person per se. But most important thing with all of this is to tap back into wonder, to dream big, and to see the overall bigger picture, meaning the highest, most grandiose idea that you guys have in your head of what it is that you want to do, not to be discouraged by 3D limitations, whether it be with yourself or in society, and to dare to dream big, if you will, my friend. So anywho, the central energy for this month in BTW, this is the After Tarot, and I don't read this in the reverse because the entire deck is technically already in the reverse. So just throwing that out there if y'all see me flipping cards over and stuff. I don't even know if you can see my table. Why am I still showing them to you? Anywho, central energy, you guys have the Nine of Wands. This is challenged by the Hangman. Very interesting. Your past influence, we have the Ten of Swords. Your underlying energy, we have the Page of Cups. Your above energy, we have Jimoon. I can see where this is going. And going forward, we have the Eight of Cups. Oh, this is looking so grandiose, my Virgo friend. So, main problem you guys are facing in the month of September, it's indecision. It's being in a place where you know where you are now and you're tired. You're battle weary, proverbially speaking. You've been through a lot of things. You fought through a lot of things. And this crossroads that you're at is where you are now, being the byproduct of your past, and then looking at where you've been. And I feel where you are and where you've been are both kind of less than stellar. So the only option one really has, if you want something different, is to move forward. But I feel the thing that's preventing you guys from kind of cutting ties with things and moving forward is because it's thinking about this Ten of Swords that we have here in you guys' past energy of many, many times before you guys have believed and had faith and tried and trusted and, you know, put all of your heart and soul into something. And it always, you know, kicked you in the ass. You know what I mean? It never really quite worked out. You were always the person who was left holding the bag. But at present, I feel that there's an idea or an inspiration or a desire that's rising up in you guys. And I feel that's more or less the trigger point for this liaison period you guys are in, if you will. And it's more or less the month of September is going to have a great deal to do with you all with contemplation. I feel that's the reason why I said a lot that I said over here with you guys overall energy, because I feel everything that I'm speaking to here has a great deal to do with your unction. So there's almost an inner knowing that you were created for greater, or that you're here for a reason. Even if you can't verbalize it this way, it's just, you don't really feel that you're here to have a regular, degular life. However, it's almost being confined by what you've been told or what you believe up to this point to be possible. So I feel that this is almost like a micro reflection situationally of how you guys are feeling on a macro level and have been feeling for a great deal of time, right? So this is almost like a chain breaking deliverance kind of month for my Virgos. Now, with you guys above energy being the moon card here, I like when that pops up when there's a full moon coming, because depending on when it is that you watch this, on the 2nd of September, if you remember you're watching it first, congratulations, you're exclusive VIP. Moving right along. Anywho, but whenever the moon card comes out before like a full moon, I always feel like that speaks volumes in so many words. But the full moon is on the 2nd of September. And there's a printable that I had with the WokeBook. I might link it below. And those of you guys, you know, y'all have it already. But I have like the different themes for each moon based on the Moonology deck. And for this one in particular, the full moon in Pisces, it's balancing spirituality with practicality, right? So I feel with this being you guys above energy, and of course something that you would want to aspire towards in so many words, it's saying to me that with this inspiration that you guys have, this unction in your spirit that's kind of rising up, to not allow your past experiences to kind of stifle that, but still borrowing from the theme of this full moon in Pisces, it's more or less approaching it from a very balanced perspective, both practically and spiritually, which speaks to a deeper spiritual concept, that of which is, you know, the middle way, living life in between two worlds, living in that gray area, if you will. So both are very relevant. There's a need to learn from your experiences and, you know, pay attention to red flags and understand that everything is a process. And that, you know, if you want to pay your bills, you got to work, like very practical, tangible things. Those things are important. However, everything dealing with the spiritual realm, whether it be your divine inspiration, whether it be visions you receive, dreams, messages you receive from spirit, those are just as important as what it is that we're confined by in the 3D. And the biggest trick of this path is learning how to balance the two. If you think about the Temperance card and how it's the angel with the cups going back and forth, it's more or less speaking to that middle way of life. It's the fact that you don't spend too much time, and I said this to Capricorn in August, you don't spend too much time in 3D. You don't spend too much time in the ethereal realm. It's like you're kind of light on your feet and walking this path as a tightrope, if you will, in order for you to kind of stay free and clear and manifest that which you desire. Because too much of anything, like, you know how, like, you know, your mom or your granny will say that, too much of anything is never a good thing. And that's very, very true with your spiritual walk. Too much of 3D, not a good thing. Too much of the spiritual realm, not a good thing. The key is to find that balance. So I feel with this, on this full moon for you guys, I feel it would be very, very imperative for you guys, you know, whether you do a full moon ritual, you do a bath, you know what I mean? If you really want to, you know, dive deep like we do here in Woke Fam, you're going to take this full moon and you're going to trace back to February 23rd of 2020, which was the Pisces new moon. And you'll go back and look at the intentions that you set. If you don't recall setting intentions for the Pisces new moon in February, you know, before everything went to shit, you know what I'm saying? Moving right along, go back and watch your videos from February of this year. And this is actually something that came up in the weekly for my COUTURE level members. We do a weekly reading on Patreon and on my website. And I said a very similar thing. Right now, with what's manifesting for everyone in the collective, it has a great deal to do with where you were before Rona. You know what I mean? What your plans were, because I feel this whole dark night of the soul thing that everyone is going through kind of is trying to get people back to where we were prior to this whole global, you know, pandemic thing happening and whatnot or whatever. But anywho, moving forward into October, we have the 8 of Cups, which is beautiful because it says to me, Virgo, that you guys are moving away from things that are no longer serving you at present. So overall, what it's looking like for me is this month for you guys is going to be a hella transformational month. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about you guys finding that inspiration to follow what it is that's calling your soul and kind of casting fear aside, my friend. So anywho, that has been your soul session for September, my friend. I'm going over to Vimeo, Patreon, my website, and YouTube members to do you guys extended, where we're going to dive a little deeper and give you guys any additional information that you will need to make sure that you slay this month and whatnot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as always, I love your freaking face, my friend, and I will see you sooner than later. Sooner if you watch my extended, because you should totally watch my extended, and you should totally become a member, but, you know, who am I to peer pressure you? Just waiting for the outro somewhere around here.